In Affinity, you can quickly apply liquify or warping effects very fast using the Assets panel. I'm going to show you how PC or Mac. You can see here my assets, I've got quite a few liquify effects. I can just drag from here and just add very quickly like that, and drag another one and drag another one, and you can see I can distort the image in literally countless ways, and also I can move this around and create even more unusual designs and imagery using Liquify. But how to set it up in the first place? Well, you'll notice when you go over here, this layers, all it is live filter layers. Live filter layers, which you can modify at any point. You can just simply double click on there or click, sometimes it's double click, and then modify the settings. But how to actually set them up in the assets? I'm just going to remove these now. Let's just delete those. First thing to do, got this layer selected, go to Pixel, and then down to New Live Filter Layer, and then just down here, go to Distort and Liquify. With Liquify, there's a number of tools here, and I'm just going to go with, well, let's go with this one. Liquify Push Forward. I'm just going to use this, and you can set the size and speed, opacity, etc., etc. And then simply just drag and distort the image. Now, it's not the quickest of tools, I have to say. Sometimes it's quite sluggish, depends on the image. And you can see, as you do that, you can see the distortion there. So just create something, maybe add some twirl at this point. So we've got something slightly different, a twirl effect as well. And you can see, as you do that, you distort the image in, and this mesh, in many ways. Click done. Okay, now we've got this. What you can then do with this layer here selected, and that's all it is, it's a layer. You can then go to Pixel, and then go down here to Filters and Colors and Fill. Now make certain you haven't got the background selected, that's the key thing, just this, that's what you're going to be modifying. And then go here, click here, and then just go here, make certain you've got L100, probably that's more likely, you've got white. What you need to do is just drag it down slightly, this here, and make it L99 or 98, whatever, something like that, L99. It will not work if it's set to 100. So you've got this, then click Apply, and then you will get this appear. What you can then do is, with this selected again, you can just go over here to your assets, and you can set up a category. I've got a category here, but you can just go here, create a new category, something like Liquify. Just create that, and then, whoops, don't want to actually create it now. What I want to do then is go here. This is the menu you want to use. Click here and add from selection. So this current selected one, this Liquify, will then be added using this add from selection. And as soon as you've done that, you'll see it here. And you'll just get Liquify. Nothing very useful. And obviously, depending on the effect you've actually created, you might want to rename it. So let's right click. That's on using the mouse. Right click and then rename. And I'm just going to go with Liquify 002. Don't think it's a particular. Now, weirdly, and I will point this out, that sometimes when you do this, you'll notice the actual thing is slightly higgly-biggly there. I'm not certain. I think there's a preview, but the preview for some weird reason is not being shown. I guess it's the mesh, which you just can't see against this background. And it's just different sizes. So you can see it just goes in and out. I think that's the reason. I do not know. However, once you've got this, what you can then do is just simply drag onto the document again and drag onto the document again. And then you can see what happens. It's added a few more. So just go there, just drag that down into there. And now you've got truly abstract design, which you can still manipulate. So just select this one and then move it around. Just use the move tool, just with the move tool selected, just reposition it. You can see as you do that, the effect is distorted in images distorted in countless ways. Also, you can resize this. So if you do that, you notice then as you resize it, the effect, obviously if you decrease like that, it's very, very different from being out here. You can also rotate it as well to create, again, some slight variations of the image. And at any point, you can always go back here and again, click or double click. I'm not certain why. Sometimes it responds to a click, sometimes a double click. And then, of course, you can manipulate this again. Maybe change the size, maybe go with another one, maybe the bloat, and then just bloat the image just distort it a bit more and then click done. It only changes it here. That liquify effect here, it's not changing the asset. So if you think, oh, I've lost the asset. No, you haven't. That asset is still exactly the same as it was before. So let's just go to a completely different image. So I've got this, exactly the same as before. All you need to do is go to the assets, and I'm going to go with this one, Liquify Wavy. And you can see as I drag this over, the image just changes. I just move it around, reposition it, and I'm just going to go, say, put it there. But again, I can simply go to Liquify Wavy and drag another one, maybe drag another one. So you can really create all kinds of truly odd wavy designs. Also, say this one. This one is a twist and pinch effect, and Liquify Bloat, another effect, and so on. And again, at any point, you can still simply move them around and resize them and also rotate them as well. As mentioned, they can still be edited at any point as well. However, sometimes I find if I try and then change something here and then save that, that probably won't work. It does sometimes it doesn't. I'm not certain why. I haven't seen a particular pattern to why it does work or not when it's saving it. So I would suggest if you want to save these effects, just do it right at the start when you've got the image and you just create the liquify effect and just add the, obviously, this to it as well. Okay, let's just go with something even more different. Let's just go with a shape. So go here, File and New. I'm just going to go with this square 2000 by 2000 and then select this. And what you can also do is you can add some layer effects. So I'm just going to go to Effects, click there, go to 3D and just increase that. And maybe go with Gradient Overlay so you can see it a bit better. And click here and maybe add some different colors. Yeah, something like that. So close. Exactly the same. You could do this also with text as well. This is perfectly reasonable with text. So Liquify, wait, you can see it now as I drag it over and move it around, it warps that shape. The shape is still live. So if I stop now and release, again, I can just drag this down onto the shape. I can also go back to this rectangle and I can modify the rectangle. So as I modify it, I can rotate it around, do all those sort of things. Also, I can right click and convert to curves and then manipulate that in even more ways. Again, you've still got this liquify, so you can go back here, go to the move tool and then just move it around. And as you do that, the design will change. And maybe add that one, maybe go with this one and got loads and loads of different liquify assets can be added. And the result, a very weird and wonderful distorted image. And again, you can select any of them. And as you do that, move this around, the shape will distort in literally countless ways. I can't say that I can predict particularly how the shape will turn and change. Obviously, once you've got a shape there, you can then return it like that. And after a while, you will work out patterns of how the shape will distort. But again, you can reduce this down and so on. You can also use the live filter effects with text as well. You can see as I move this around, I can distort the image in countless ways. This text is very simple text. Simply select those and delete them. And now I can quickly add any number of assets to it. So assets. Now I'm going to go with bloat. So there's the bloat one. And as I move that around, you can see the text bloats. I can reposition it in countless ways. And go to layers. And you can see you've got this layer here. And I again can move it into this text. But I can also add more effects than just that bloat one. So let's this time go with turbulence. So just drag the turbulence over and you can see as I move this around, the turbulence is applied slightly different to the text. So maybe drag it right over there, you get this effect. If I drag it this way, it's got a really extreme turbulence and you can hardly make out the word text. I can put it up there, get the text being turbulence just there, or maybe drag it down and have the turbulence just at the bottom and so on. You can also modify it as well by, again, resizing this. So you can see as I resize that, the result is different. Again, I can put it like that. I can just resize it even more, maybe create this sort of effect. But also, again, I can go to layers and I can always just just duplicate it. Right click and duplicate. And then I can move this around, and again I can reposition it in different places to create literally thousands of text effects, turbulence text effects. And you can still at any point simply double click or click. It should be just click, but double click also works. And then you can quickly modify the design and then click done. And of course then this asset is unchanged, but now this, you've got a slightly variation here as well. And at any point you can always click here, toggle visibility, so you can just remove it if you don't want that effect. Maybe you don't want the other effect. You can see, you can quickly remove them to create that kind of imagery. At any point, if you want, you can always select all of those layers and then simply just drag down here. And if I drag down here, you can see the whole thing is highlighted, and release. And you get that result, which is slightly different. So you got that result. If you want that result, where it's obviously limited by the text itself, or let's just undo. This time I just drag down here. So this time I just place on here. And you can see as I do that, you actually get the same image that you had before. You can also use the assets with gradients as well. So I've got this gradient here, just added using the fill tool. And with this, just go to the assets, exactly the same as before. I can then drag turbulence over here. And as I drag and move it around, you can see the turbulence effects is applied slightly different as I drag it up there or drag it down there. And you can create literally countless different turbulence effects. Let's just go this one maybe, and release. Again, turbulence, and drag that around. And once I've done that, release again. Exactly the same as before. You can always go to the layers and you can see then you've got your different effects there. And exactly the same as before, you can also just select both of them and then just drag down like that, just on there, and release. Or again, you can just drag down there and maybe add it to there, and the same as well. And you can then expand this out and see the liquify effects. And then you can continue to add some more. So if you want, you can always go here to Liquify 001. Not certain which one that was. So you can just drag this around and maybe go with this one, Liquify 002. And you can see as you do it, you get some really truly weird and wonderful designs, which of course, because it's a layer, if I just go here, layers, I can again just select those. Let's just drag those down. I can go here and I can go to effects. So just go to effects, click there. And with that, I can go here to 3D. So 3D, and you can see then I get a lovely 3D effect as well. And of course I can add an outer shadow as well if I want. Let's just resize that and set that and click close. Now also another thing you could do is you can always just duplicate this as well. So right click and duplicate. And then again go to the move tool and you can reposition this design and you can build up quite a complex design of multiple liquefiers all combined. And of course there's always blend modes and much more to use. In Affinity 3 you can also use Liquify with the move duplicate panel to create all kinds of wonderful weird warping effects. Again, go to the assets and I'm just going to use this one. You could use any of them. Just drag it over and you can see the distortion applied to the city there. But what you can also do is just go here and I'm just going to just drag this down a bit so it just goes on to the background only. What you can also do is you can go here to the move tool. With the move tool selected, press return or enter on the keyboard and this panel will pop up. And then you can just use the settings here. So horizontal, you can see as you move this, you can see the image distorts, obviously in different ways. This part doesn't distort, but you can go like that. You can also change the angle. You can change the distance. You can also change vertical as well, so you can move it up and down. And also rotation. And you can see as you do that, the city changes in quite rapid ways. And also scaling. So you can go here to scaling and say, oh, you know what? I only just want it just to be applied very there. But you can also see, of course, there's some distortion happening there as well. Now, what you can also do is you can go the other way. So let's just push it and go for maybe 114. You can actually go here and set it instead to maybe 500 to really distort the city in that way. But also, you've got this option, which is the duplicate. So go here, duplicate, their number of copies. Now you can push it to say 10 or 15. The more you have, the slower it will be. But again, you can go here, rotation, just change the settings. And you can see that kind of distortion. Also, scale, you can reduce the scale down, maybe go for 98 and so on. All kinds of different designs can be created just by using the move duplicate. So something not to be totally ignored. And all it does, it creates multiple layers. So once you've got this, you may decide, you know what, let's just go for this time, I'm going to go with turbulence. So I'm just going to drag turbulence over there. Move it around, you can see turbulence effects there. Now, turbulence is being added there. Now, weirdly, the actual layer actually just says Liquify. Unfortunately, you can't rename it. It would be nice if it actually took the asset name. It unfortunately doesn't, so it's hard to tell which one's which. And you can move it up, obviously, to the top. But then, exactly the same as before, you can go, because I've got Move Tool selected, press Return or Enter again on the keyboard, and exactly the same. I can now use this setting just to move it over like that. You see as I move it that way, obviously turbulence moves that direction, also vertical. You can also go for rotation as well, so you can rotate it, and you can also scale, so you can reduce or increase whatever you want with the turbulence. And I'm just going to click OK, but I could also, of course, just do a couple of copies. Trouble is with turbulence, it really just completely wipes out the image, and click OK. So you've got that turbulence effect along with the other Liquify effect applied multiple times using the move duplicate. Hope you found this tutorial of interest. Any questions, please let me know in the comments below. A like or dislike, always appreciated. Bye.